No intro. Too late for an intro now. Because to my great surprise, I've been just reading very contently to myself for the past 20-25 minutes. Thankfully I didn't get too far, I didn't save anywhere, so... And I've been overwriting that one save. But you know what, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna redo everything. I'm gonna reread everything. I had a little bit of a nice little warm-up, let's say. So recapping a little bit, even before, when we left off, Jill was dealing with this new information she received, when her ex-girlfriend's sister showed up at the bar by chance, and if I remember correctly, her ex-girlfriend passed away, and Jill never had a chance to make amends with her. So she's been feeling like shit. But she's got to go to work. She still has to go to work. And if nothing else, the characters that appear at the bar help her get through. Evening. Ah, hey. How are you feeling? Well, are soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. I think I didn't realize that I wasn't streaming because I was testing out some of the widgets on the stream, you know, like the follow thing and whatnot. And in Streamlabs OBS, there are very convenient buttons to do it in, but when you like toggle the access of those buttons, it hides your go live button. And so I had all of those buttons up, and I assumed I was live because the go live button was gone. Oh well, something to get used to. You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I gotta admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. I did actually reset the game without saving, Duck, and I'm recapping now. I'm starting where I left off. I am live now, right? I'm live now, right? Because I feel like I just explained that. I don't know why you're asking. Maybe you just didn't pay attention. Well, if you want to call it that if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her that what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How did you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, though, let me know. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Doc, I was explaining that Jill is really upset because on the last stream, her ex-girlfriend's sister came into the bar, and this ex-girlfriend of hers, she hasn't spoken to in years. And her sister came to the bar to let Jill know that she passed away. And so now Jill is feeling really, really bad because she was never able to make amends. Yeah, I'm glad you missed maybe the first part of the stream too, because I totally forgot what happened. It's been a week. It's been a week. You don't. It's hard to remember things when you don't play a game for a week. But now I played it, and now I can sound more impressive in my recap. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, you're gonna love this next part, Doc, by the way. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys.
Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here.
Aren't you a part-timer here or something?
My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr.
Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today?
I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at.
Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday?
Hmm? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana. That's just Jay.
So I'm guessing you're part of this whole CIRA thing?
Part of it. I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on Earth.
And do you take corgis only?
Do I look like one of those sci-fi bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but I sadly can only take care of those who are the same species as I.
Sad thing is, I'd take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything?
I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff.
You sure?
Did I stutter?
Alright. A manly drink for the dog. I'm just gonna give him the same thing that I gave him before. What did I get him? Crevice Spike, right, that was the name of it. Because even though he's a dog with cybernetic enhancements or, you know, mental stimulation, I still can't bear the thought of giving alcohol to a dog.
Yes, this is just what I wanted. Blah, this tastes worse than my own butt.
Hey, you asked for it.
This is a really nice place, you know? You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks.
Does he really get paid?
Your efforts to keep CIRA afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better.
I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that?
We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool! Every dog has a right to his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying?
Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? It's totally a Big Boss reference.
But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls.
See, now we're talking about boxes.
That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together, don't be silly.
Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman.
This world is filled with all sort of recursive madness, you know? Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, and bottles come in bottles. Ooh, as expected from you, boss.
Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks.
So tomorrow, you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir.
Accept that to boss. A good steak is more valuable than money.
Wait, what if they come with a foil? Strauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan.
Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. They're wonderful, aren't they?
I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those Cypher bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is too cute, too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho.
Oh yeah, forgot she knew the dog.
Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great! Gil can go with you. I can? You will? I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. All right, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him.
I feel like it captured the essence of talking dogs. I think the voices I tried doing were like modeled after Doug from Disney's Up. I feel like that was the perfect talking dog voice, and now that's what every talking dog sounds like to me. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that?
Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit.
When you put it that way. You haven't seen Up, Doc? What's Up, Doc? No, Up is actually a fantastic movie. It might be one of my favorite, recent Disney Pixar movies. It's definitely worth watching. If you ever get a chance, definitely watch it. You will watch it, Doc. You will. Bityard movie night, maybe?
Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her, too.
Yeah. So, you having anything?
Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Await orders.
Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask Howard if he even gets paid with money. Man, I sure need to get wasted.
I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Sheba!
For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs.
But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot! And he talks.
Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Deal want anything?
Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute.
He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I think we need to make it a big beer. For sheer.
For sheer? For sheer, a big beer. For Betty.
Ooh, close one. Let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No, thanks. The last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So, how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up for better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. A rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying anything that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit. Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard not to offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You won't. You don't help, either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well... It's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know? I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. Hooray! Place out of bronze! No longer Bronzo Depressus. I don't like calling you Depressus. I want to call you Shay. I don't want to even get into the habit of calling you Depressus. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you are right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled and squirms and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute, and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as coworkers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that when she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both, women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. I think this is about where I left off when I realized that I wasn't actually streaming. So now you're gonna hear me mess these lines up a whole lot more. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? Lilim, a more assertive partner. Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows? Maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out of there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Huh. Why not see if she likes you and... You already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. That... Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Good job, Shay. Soon we'll be able to queue together. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a Bloom Light, please. Give me a Fringe Weaver. Alright. That's a pretty, specific order. I like it. I like it when they're specific, because then I feel like I'm actually doing my job. So how y'all doing? How are you, Doc? I feel weird asking how you are when I've already spent a lot of time with you on the other stream. But Shay, how was your day? Besides, Overwatch. Uh-oh. I hope it doesn't matter what order I do these in. I think I did it in the right order anyway. Here you go. I wonder why it's called a Bloom Light. I'm not like trying to make him sound like anything, Doc, just kind of robotic. It seems it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. It seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. We can set it to start brewing at a certain hour? Oh, the coffee machine. Yeah, that's awesome. So you can set it like at the end of the night, and then when you wake up, coffee will be ready. How wonderful. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? Oh! You don't want to know. Let's not talk about that. In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Please correct my grammar, Jill. I need it. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How is that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. Championing. Huh. So I moved from group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh, yeah. The one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Sci-Fi toy company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting depths. The mountain of depths, even. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you get anything else? Well... We're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes. All right! I love coffee. I love coffee. Drink coffee every day. But tonight I have tea to soothe my aching throat. No dogs in sight. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. It's the hacker girl. I wonder what kind of music those dogs like. I'm sure they could be excited about any kind of music. Uh-oh. What's going on here? She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give to her to cheer her up? She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... damn it, I don't remember anything that Alma's ordered before. Does she get a fringed weaver? I don't know, maybe I'll give her a bad touch because she seems like she's been touched in a bad way. Hey! And this? It's on me. Drink, so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? Heh. So, how is it? Well, it has alcohol, and I'm in a bar, so... Good enough, I guess. I got you to speak, that's all I wanted. She is a sourpuss. Oh, there's a drink called a sourpuss? I didn't see that one. I'll keep it in mind, though. That's a good idea. What, you're gonna jinx me or something? No, but you being down and silent is uncanny. You're making it sound like I'm some kind of windbag. Weed the bag! Okay, this is becoming a bad habit of mine. I think I'm reading things too quickly, and I don't like how it affects my ability to do voices, so I'm just gonna try and read a little slower from now on, sorry. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do, thanks. So, why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So, go ahead. Unwind all of your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh! However, that woman isn't capable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her and get her bread and milk. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah. And the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights, and then left. Well... Huh. He reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. So she's broke, and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get some money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such a sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Ava are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So, we're in the car, and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I exploded. First I started ranting about how her kids are growing up and seeing some mixed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Ava and Bernardo when they turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore! Ah! Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else, but Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I can help? You just did. Huh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter's a slut. I just need to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I can see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Ava. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had the problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Get me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. That should be easy enough. Can I search for, like, cold drinks? How about the sourpuss? Does that have alcohol in it and ice? Doc, where did you see a sourpuss? Doc, did you make up a drink? We can't do that at the bar. That's breaking at least like 3 laws. Frothy water. Cobalt velvet. That one sounds nice. And it has ice in it. And alcohol. Perfect. Here you go. Thanks, I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Oh, right. I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. Ah, yes, the traditional mega Christmas chicken. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? The cock. Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most. Really? I like breasts better. You sure do, Alma. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs. And a lot less money. Or less messy. Whoops! You silly girls. Boss? You're here there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best part of the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. Come on, Dana. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because, thought as much. Yo, Armitage! Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. But it'd be cooked otherwise. Great. I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. You want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mix-up order and that's why she left them here. Free chicken, yeah. She usually orders stronger stuff? I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive. Responsible enough to keep a job. Same, Jill. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. Yeah, I like a clean boy. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but Sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. Do you like your men with tits? So can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Let's see. What's the opposite of spicy? Sweet? Moonblast! I don't know why I keep saying moon like that every time I mix this drink, but I sure am enjoying it. Like, I don't even know what if I'm referencing anything, or what I'm referencing. If I am, please tell me. Here. Phew, it helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? Ugh. You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl's cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. Yeah, really, I'm getting like the worst questions today considering the news that I just found out about. Or Jill, rather. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair, you say? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white? Like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, like colored hair? What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too, and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I would never let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you're feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've heard my problems so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on, come here. Huh? I told you to sit here, come on. What? What are you? Oh, Jill is on the opposite side now, this is great. Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly, the bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, I move this here and... Oh no! No, Alice Rabbit! Don't do it! Click here and... Oh, now it works for you, for me, and that dog in Hawaiian shirt. Wait. Wait, she hacked it! She hacked it! Alma hacked it, and the Alice Rabbit logo came up. Is Alma Alice Rabbit? I thought she wasn't. I thought that was like a different notorious hacker, and Alma was like all up in arms against her. Maybe she is and nobody knows. Why with him too? He's a good dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right. And how did you even manage to... Oh, yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then. It's something that goes back to my college years. Well, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in phys ed, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit just started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho! We started going out. I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink? Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Fine, a sugar rush then. You can't mess that one up. Right. How did this thing work again? I love that I'm actually Alma. This is amazing. And Sugar Rush, I shouldn't be able to mess this up either, right? It's the drink I've made a billion times by now. Optional carpentry. No, Jill is not drinking on the job. No, no. Absolutely not. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. I want to go to a fucking cat bar! That sounds amazing! As long as they're actually cats and that's not, like, slang for something. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on and on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, and my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that. So I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions, day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore, and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house, and I broke a vase in the process. Is it vase or vase? Some people say vase. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry. I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Huh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Oh. Localized nanomachine rejection. Heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. Hey, Crow, now that you're here, I can mod you. Wait, I can't. It says I can only ban or purge. What is happening? Doc, how do I do this? Where's the thing? Where's the thing, though? Oh, mod user. It's the little lightning bolt icon. Okay. Good. And yes, Alma is serving drinks. Alma and Jill have switched sides at the bar table so that Jill would feel maybe a little bit more comfortable divulging her tragic past. Apparently she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me? Why didn't she tell me she was sick and when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly, forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. Oh. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. Oh yeah, she doesn't know how to make drinks big, technically. Neither do I. I'll never know. A big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Look, she's smiling. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. What? BTC-issued liver implant? Do you get a like a cybernetic liver just because you're a bartender? What the hell? Ooh. Hey Joe, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse than this. I can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. Yeah, she sounds pretty amazing. Luckily they don't have special names for drink sizes. Yeah, besides big. Oh goodness. I would be lost. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... you know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in the club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, and the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all of this to. And you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there, listening to the whole thing from the beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, but I'm not the one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship. Or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up. I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry. It's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know. Just rub a fluffy dream all over that heart. I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. I hate it. I hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know? Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know, thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should really try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Good advice, Alma. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Boss, did you hear all of that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. She bugged the wings! She bugged the bucket of chicken wings! She was listening the entire time! That's why she left it! Oh god, I hope one of us didn't eat it. I hope we didn't eat the microphone. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh, yeah, boss. About those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Data, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Ugh. Call the manager. Boss? Cherished titty hacker. Blessed booby bartender. What does Jill want today? Oh, the power didn't get cut. That's nice. And I still have almost $2,000. Well, 1,500. Ooh, where are these coughs coming from? I'm not sick anymore, by the way. I'm feeling a lot better since this past weekend. Let me just take a couple gulps of my oolong tea, because when I'm talking throughout the entire stream, reading dialogue, I don't drink any of it and it becomes lukewarm. That's really good. Really good, like, authentic oolong tea. The heck do I even mean by authentic? Who knows? Grand Slam Fighters! It's the Super Smash Brothers of Glitch City. Oh no, it's wrestling. '66 American Kid. Is that the name of one of the wrestlers? Yusuke. Oh gosh. Does that mean we're gonna get wrestlers at the bar? Why do I, like, vaguely remember reading about that already? I feel like I've read about this too. Why does it say that there's like an update? You know, where that icon that was there made it look like there was something new. I don't think so. Oh well. Go to work. Oh, she totally has old wrestling buddies. Absolutely. Good evening. Oh, hey, Jill! How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty. Buying drinks for tomorrow. Oh, right. Is tomorrow the mega Christmas party, then? That sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So, if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker. Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Oh god damn it, Dorothy at a party. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting, the more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. Yeah, both the dogs are coming, Crow. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Oh, we have both dogs and Dorothy. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't Dorothy say she was, like, really scared of dogs? Oh boy, there's gonna be some antics. Some mega Christmas shenanigans. I'm actually really excited to do all that. But it sounds like it'll have to wait until
next week.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on. Let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brandtini, please. Right. The Lilum is kind of freaky. She's got some exposed parts. And I mean like wires and shit. Not in the Dorothy kind of way. Here you go. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is... Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Well, sure. Let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yeek? Bartender? Yeek! That cult classic game that has been like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? Yeah, that one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it. We got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform. Missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook. Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. What is she? Is he seeing ghosts? Can Lilum see ghosts? Fluffy dream sounds really good right now. Optional karma. Well, it's just a little bit. It couldn't hurt. You know, get something to loosen up a bit before going to the convention. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, you should leave your friend outside like that? Or should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. Oh, is he another Lilum? They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh, shit. Boss, Dee Dee, R&B. I'm coming! You see, Dee Dee is a 1970s purist. He's tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Oh, God. Oh, is Dee Dee the vending machine? He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that'll be that. You should go check on him, though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under his skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy.
Oh, hi honey.
Are you okay?
I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted.
Can Lilum just wander? Can I get you something?
Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that.
Right. Huh. Yeah, she did mention that a sugar rush cheers her up. It's so weird to see Dorothy upset about something. One sugar rush.
Thanks.
Seeing her down is so weird. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. It turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda?
Oh, did you find that one out?
What? Did you find that one out? What do you mean? Was it supposed to be a secret?
No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help. But a hug night, not a huge night.
But a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is. No, Crow, actually, I think she was talking about that she made a deal with Dana to spend the entire night with Jill for just a soda, basically. Just for paying for a soda instead of, like, her normal rates. Because she cares about us. She's our friend, and she wants to make sure we're okay.
Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention, it limits the chances of getting any other clients that night. Still, did it help?
Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot.
So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right?
Yeah. Do you want to know more about it?
Do you want to tell me about it?
I've brought it up enough times already, I think.
No problem then. You were sad and that's all we needed to know. Sorry for the loss though, I mean it.
Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you Lilum really understand death?
Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in a collective source.
Is this really a good thing to be bringing up? Something is bothering Dorothy.
Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though.
You do?
We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing.
You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history.
Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws are bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools. But how could those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book?
Well, most of our government. If I remember correctly, those are the only distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. And they were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their flavor. Flavor? What?
Wow, you're a nerd.
Look who's talking.
Let's change the subject a bit, though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know?
It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that.
And your cat is so cute. What was his name again?
4.
Why 4?
I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4! It happened once. You'd be surprised how many golf players you run into.
And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay.
Yeah. He was also named after someone.
Really? Who?
A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend.
What? A movie character or something?
Sure, let's go with that. Oh, is this a character from that comic book that Jill is obsessed with? Do you want anything else?
Let's go with a blue fairy.
Alright. I forget what the name of that comic was already, but Jill doesn't like talking about it. Here.
Why do they call it a blue fairy? Is it because of Pinocchio?
I believe the name is based off absinthe, which some call the green fairy. The first versions of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green.
Not blue?
Bluish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there.
Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off things.
Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now.
What?
What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work, or...?
Friends? Aside from you?
Thank you.
Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past his quirkiness, that is. I've also met a lot of nice people working in the streets. From the top of my head, I can think about Nightingale, another Lilum. He changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face. He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends.
Furry robots! Furry robots!
There's also Nadira, a drag queen and the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally.
Oh, that's very endearing.
Oh, there's also Sister Clementine, a nun from an orphanage.
Dorothy is best friends with a nun!
I go there sometimes and play with the kids.
Well, maybe not best friends, but still, it's a pretty funny friendship. Whoa, that's something I didn't expect to hear.
I also almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago, She
what? What? Please tell me everything you know about Dana.
I said too much. Client confidentially and all of that.
Oh. I see. Well, enough tangents. Why were you so gloomy in the first place?
Gloomy?
When you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going on in my mind. I wasn't gloomy or anything, more like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey.
My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right?
Yep, I wouldn't dare to miss that.
Okay then.
Alright then, see you tomorrow.
Anytime I'm sad or stressed or depressed and someone asks me about it, I usually just say I'm tired or I'm distracted. So something is definitely going on with Dorothy. Good luck.
Thanks.
And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break.
All right.
Well, at least Dorothy knows she can always count on us if she needs someone to talk to. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Huh, now that I think about it, I guess a bar would have cigars? And if we do have cigars, why has a customer never ordered them? Like, we should be able to sell those, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's not that interesting. Back, did I miss anything?
Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year, not really, no.
Alright. Going out?
I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated.
Okay. Who's Gogo? Welcome to Valhalla. Considering the current legality of smoking in public venues, it wouldn't be surprising if you didn't allow them in this time. Yeah, but we're also in, like, a really seedy cyberpunk city. And I feel like, well, actually... No. No, Doc, I think you're right. Now that I think about it, Jill is a smoker. And she goes outside. She uses her breaks to smoke, so... Okay, that makes sense. But if that were the case, then why are they restocking cigars? Unless Jill just meant that, like, personally, like, she has to remember to get cigars on her own time to enjoy later. I don't know. Oh, hi, Say.
Say!
Good evening, Jill. How are you doing?
The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better.
How about your injuries?
My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today?
Yeah, I'm running a couple errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while.
I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside.
Buster, Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me.
Ah, I see. What can I get you?
Something cold.
Sure. Something cold. Yeah, sounds good. This is now my go-to for anything cold or with ice in it. Here.
Yeah, this is the one.
Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too?
It's not that cold, actually. But I've always had a decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference.
So Stella isn't with you today?
She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered.
And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow.
You're throwing a party too? Oh, sorry about that. I can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time?
If there is a next time at all. But don't worry about it, it's not big of a deal.
I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple beers in our honor.
I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like?
Oh, they're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members.
Really?
She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines.
Isn't Stella, like, really rich? I think I remember her being privileged.
She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big.
Interesting.
Do you like parties, Jill?
I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them.
Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know?
You're not?
I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. It's too breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill.
It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that.
We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own.
That's hard to imagine.
Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size.
Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact.
Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest.
Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They really help with complexes.
Well, she does go to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those,
drills?
They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest.
She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery?
Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her.
Huh.
I'm making it sound like she's high on J cups or something like that. I guess in a tall or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit short or thinner than the norm.
Than the mom.
Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill?
Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although, it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you?
Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that.
You're fine, don't worry.
Thank you.
Can I get you anything else?
Do you have something non-alcoholic?
I do, yeah, sure, give me a sec. Sugar Rush always does the shake. There, have a soda.
Thanks.
You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you?
It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it usually is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself?
That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food. Or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. This is also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy, it'll just be me, Boss Gil, a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. Yeah, Doc, they disbanded after the big fight. So things have gone to shit in general. And I'm tired of blatant corruption, sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. Huh? I learned something after that Hell and Apollo trust. Life isn't something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Who it'll be this time? Big gulp of oolong tea before we get to the next one. Also, I feel like my nose is starting to like actively clog the more I talk. It's a weird feeling. It doesn't help that I have like earbuds in my ear as well. So almost all of my orifices are clogged. Facial orifices. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? All right. No, Sheba. Crow, you missed it. Right in the beginning, we had Rad Sheba and his boss came in, and they were a riot. Get out of here, George. Something strong. Give him a suplex. I think he asks for that sometimes. What? Oh, 3 Flanagride. Here you go. Yeah, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case, and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. Gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Oh, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws. The walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait. Soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Ah, alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from... What? Kanye Vania? Kanye? Really? His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touched in someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction, and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Uh-huh. Well, turns out that Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know? Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out sooner? I had no clue who was making contract. And tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Making lots of those today. I think it's a pretty looking drink and a pretty sounding drink too. I keep on going to it. I kind of want to like actually drink one. Rocks mixed. And look at the glasses like angled. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risk you told me last time? He told me he wanted to see her again, or one last time, or at the very least deliver her message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing that she's doing or if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. So I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contracts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his own daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering up her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, woo! She seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What'll you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says. I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then. I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of your things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on! Wait a bit and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Aw. Dana's throwing a party for us. She's the best boss in the whole wide world. And Mega Christmas Party will be the perfect way to start the next stream. I think I'm done for now. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. What? Ugh. I think that's what this is kind of leading up to, Doc. I think, my boss and I are going to share some kind of moment. But I mean, this game doesn't feel like a dating simulator. I don't want to feel like the end goal is going to be just having sex with someone. It's more like developing a genuine relationship, maybe. But also, like, there's a whole bunch of other plot threads that need to be resolved. In any case, surely something major is bound to happen at this party, what with the dogs being there, and Gil, and Dana, and Dorothy. Oh, and Alma, too, the client that we have, like, a forbidden crush on, maybe. Let's see what's on Reddit. Or in the news. Is it sexiest to have? Are these new things? I think they might be. So earlier, Lilum were receiving a bunch of like weird cryptic messages, but now the messages have suddenly stopped. Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late. Yeah, we noticed that with Dorothy. Oh, she did say she was distracted, so maybe she was being honest. She was just confused by all these, like, weird messages coming to her. Something similar happened 5 years ago. Nothing came out of it. Weird. That's just, like, weird. And kind of disappointing, almost? Like, you would expect something major to come out of that. Like, it's building up to something. Or maybe whatever tried to happen years ago failed? I guess we'll see. There's some other stuff here too. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? Are we... This is my brother and me now. This is a perfect question. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The King of the West, Kanye. Come on. From the western nation of Conypania. Has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Oh my god. The worst thing is, like, considering who our president is right now, like, it's not entirely out of imagination that this could actually happen. Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit. Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the augmented eye. They're all pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you can just make them from scratch to match your every need? Is it sexist though? Kanye 2020. Oh man. No, there was one other thing. Yuri. If you aren't a fan with Yuri or slice of life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yuri, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. Uh-oh, but Reddit doesn't agree. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? Wake me up! Yuri! Alright. There was no updates here, but I just want to see if... Yeah, they're not saying anything about the show. Oh, do we have a Miki update? Mega Christmas. Mega Christmas is here. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here in Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how Glitch City managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright changed the holiday. Well, it's not that different, considering they have the same dates, but it's still pretty cool. Whoop, gotta go. Time to sign some books. Aw. It's not like, not only is it chicken, but it's fried chicken. It's not like a roast chicken, or like you'd have a roast turkey in normal Christmas or Thanksgiving, but no, it's actually fried chicken. So Dana wasn't that too far off when she had her bucket. She's a very festive woman. Okay, doke. Well, that'll be all for me. Thanks for reading along. I'll probably be streaming again on Wednesday with more Zelda. Oh shit, yeah, Zelda. We're about to enter the first divine beast, I think. With Varuta. Wait, no, Varuta is the name of the beast. Who is the shark guy? Who is the sexy shark? What was his name? Fuck. It wasn't. No, it's not Prince Rallis. That's a different game. It's Prince Sidon. That's what it was. Prince Sidon. Yes. Prince Sidon and I are gonna take on a giant elephant. It's gonna be amazing. Okay. Yeah, you are muting me. Fuck. That's right. I forgot you didn't play it yet. Doc, get a Switch already. And blast through the entire game so we can hang out. I'm so lonely. Anyway. Bye-bye now. See you later. Have a good night.